Okay, P. Um, I'm ready to begin for your Kipper read. I'm going to be starting a intuitive guidance group in conjunction with my Facebook page, and I will send you an invite when I get that up and running. But I feel like that would be a good resource for you. These cards are really coming out in alignment with your questions pretty quickly. Okay, this is where we're at. Very interesting mix of cards here. This first card talks about the current situation, or kind of the question that you have on your heart. And so this is showing me an imprisonment card, which I find ironic to the situation that we're discussing. So this card, for me, feels like this is the biggest question weighing on you, is the fact that he has this history. And this is kind of confirmation of that. Card number 2 talks about unpleasant facts that you don't like. So what we're talking about right here is just what you don't like about that is that you do have a lot of concern about his past, and that's weighing on you heavily. What Spirit is telling you is to release your thoughts about necessarily picking a man who's from money, because that always isn't the way to happiness or love. So for you, I would strongly suggest, to continue to look at character of heart. And this is talking about chances and opportunities for you. And this is showing money, that you have something coming up where you have some money in the situation. This is your own money, not someone else's money. And I don't know if this has to do with you're worried about him being viewed as you having money. But although it's talking about chances and opportunity, I feel like you being concerned that you're established in your own finances. I feel like this is actually talking about that for you. And it's actually talking about you to close the door. Close the door on that. This card, the Coffin, is closing the door on something. So close the door on that thought, that idea. What you need to avoid is poverty. You need to be careful with your finances in this relationship, as with any other. This is really talking, I'm really feeling like this is, okay, so this is talking about, I want to get a clear perspective. So this is talking about the past of where he was coming out of this, and your concern for that. Having the concern, you being independent financially. this poverty card. Be very careful with your money. I'm feeling be very careful with your money, because the next card coming up, this is helpful. Now this is the Thief card, and it is talking about theft. And this is a card that represents something helpful. Now this is talking about somebody who may exploit you for money. And you don't want to go to this card, because you're a lady who is this. But the final outcome card is the Lovers, which does show a lot of passion. This is the possible outcome of this. So this is, I'm going to tell you what I think of this reading intuitively, and not just based on different cards and what they mean. What I'm feeling right now, P, is that this person has this past that's of great concern for you. This wouldn't typically be somebody that you would consider for a romantic relationship. They are willing, those cards clearly represented that they are willing to work to change what has happened in the past, and that's positive. I feel like there's going to be some imbalance in this relationship, solely because in the beginning, there's a lot of fireworks, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of passion. When that sense of newness and those kind of high serotonin levels die down a little bit, I feel like there's going to be this imbalance for you guys, where you have the success that he doesn't have, and it's going to almost become like a mother-son type of relationship in some ways for you. I feel like he may be resentful of the fact that you have a career and more money, and that's when I start to worry about things like this popping up into the future with this relationship. I feel like there may be some hostilities in regards to that. I think it's great that he's working his way through some of the past things, and I'm not saying that this can't work or that it can't be successful, but what I'm saying is that there's going to be a lot of challenges in this relationship, as there aren't any, and I'll be here to help you through those. But I feel like there's going to be some unexpected challenges in this relationship as far as power, control, and finances go. So I just want you to keep that in mind and consider that. We can pull some angel cards again in respect to the money thing, because that seems to be the main thing that's worrying me in this read. Because I do feel like he is genuinely a good guy, but I feel like there's going to be resentments around money situation. And I want you to be careful with it. So what this is talking about, this is all work related actually. Are you working a lot of hours all of a sudden? Because it seems like somebody is working too many hours. Either you or him. The first card talks about working too hard for too many hours. Second card talks about working too hard or multiple jobs. And the next one is the wheel, which if you picture a hamster, like running on the wheel, that's similar. So, especially in this type of read, that would be a similar situation. So it seems like another challenge in this is going to be balancing work schedule along with everything else. It's not telling me any more about this money situation, but it is talking about working being a hindrance. And I know there is a distance issue because that came up in the last read that we did on live last night. So it seems like that will be another obstacle in this relationship. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Take care, be careful, and let me know what you think.